Have you ever wondered if there are some moral principles that apply to everyone, everywhere, regardless of their culture or personal beliefs? It is a fascinating question that sparks much philosophical debate, touching upon what it means to be human and how we interact with the world around us. Understanding this concept can profoundly shape our view of right and wrong. In philosophy, ethical universalism is defined as the position that there are certain moral truths or principles that are objectively valid for all people, at all times, and in all places. These universal moral standards apply to everyone, regardless of cultural context, individual preferences, or historical period. This view suggests that morality is not merely a matter of personal opinion or societal convention, but rather grounded in something more fundamental and unchanging. The core reasoning behind ethical universalism often stems from the idea that humanity shares a common nature, a universal capacity for reason, or even a shared experience of suffering and flourishing. Philosophers like Immanuel Kant, for instance, argued that moral duties derive from pure practical reason, meaning that any rational being would arrive at the same moral conclusions. Similarly, some forms of utilitarianism propose that the greatest good for the greatest number is a universally applicable standard, as all humans experience pleasure and pain. This foundational belief provides a framework for evaluating actions and societies across different cultures, asserting that some moral judgments can be made universally. Understanding ethical universalism helps us critically examine moral claims and engage in cross-cultural ethical discussions. It offers a basis for dialogue when different societies encounter moral disagreements, suggesting that there might be common ground or shared values to appeal to. For instance, concepts like human rights, which are widely accepted today, are rooted in the universalist idea that certain entitlements and protections are due to all individuals simply by virtue of their humanity, transcending national borders or local traditions. One insightful aspect to consider is the distinction between strong and weak universalism. Strong universalism asserts that a single, identical set of moral rules applies rigidly to everyone, while weak universalism allows for some variation in how these universal principles are applied or interpreted in different contexts, as long as the underlying principle remains intact. For example, while truth-telling might be a universal principle, the specific social customs around how and when truths are shared might vary. This nuance helps bridge the gap between pure universalism and the observed diversity of moral practices. Ultimately, ethical universalism encourages us to look beyond immediate cultural norms and personal biases, inviting us to seek out and understand those fundamental ethical principles that bind us together as a global community. By grasping this concept, you gain a deeper appreciation for the ongoing philosophical quest to find shared moral ground and navigate the complexities of our interconnected world.